Hey, Freddy with CJ Pony Parts. If you've been following our Project F-150 EcoBoost, you see we've already done a ton of LED upgrades to it, but we're not finished yet. Today we're going to be installing this PUTCO Switchblade LED light bar, which will add a nice custom touch to the rear of our truck while increasing safety. This 60-inch Switchblade LED light bar mounts underneath the tailgate with 3M tape and operates with the tail lights, brake lights, turn signals, and reverse lights. This light bar is designed to fit all full-size trucks and simply installs by connecting the trailer harness, but 2015 and newer F-150s with backup cameras will require an additional harness, which we'll be installing on our 2016 F-150 EcoBoost. For this installation, if you plan on removing the tailgate, you will need a flathead screwdriver. Other than that, you'll need wire cutters and a set of pliers. This LED bar is going to get installed underneath the tailgate, but not on the tailgate. It's going to go right here, basically on the bed of the truck. Now, it's not entirely necessary, but for the sake of the video and to make it a little easier, we're going to remove the tailgate for this installation. The very first thing we're going to do is disconnect the connector for the backup camera so we can remove the tailgate. And then you can shove it through the grommet. We've installed this DZ tailgate assist. We're going to remove this as well. And slightly lift up the tailgate and remove the cables on each side. Then you're going to lift up the tailgate until you see this tab line up with the slot. And then you can just lift it out. Since this light bar installs with 3M tape, we're going to clean this surface. It's pretty dirty. We're going to use alcohol to wipe it down. There's two ways of installing this light bar. You can use these brackets that come with the kit. These will stick to the truck and then the light bar will click into it so you can remove it, or you can just put the tape on the light bar and stick it directly to the truck, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wipe down the whole back of the light bar with this adhesion promoter just to make sure the tape sticks better. You probably wanna wear gloves when doing this. The kit comes with 4 pieces of tape. You wanna apply them evenly on the bar. Don't take the covers off to this tape just yet. You want to put it on the truck and make sure it's in a good location, and then you can remove the tape and permanently install it. To install the light bar correctly and to make sure you don't mix up your turn signals, you want the wiring harness to be on the driver's side of the truck when you install it. I'm going to drop this harness down between the bumper and the bed. Now we can line up the bar. This looks like a good location here. We're going to take the bar off, wipe the bed with adhesion promoter, and then put it on. Just to make it easier when I take the tape off, to make sure I don't mess up when installing it, I'm going to mark it so I know exactly where to put it. Now we're going to wipe down the bed with the adhesion promoter. We're going to start in the middle and work our way out with this. Get it lined up with the mark. Now we can do the outsides. Make sure it's nice and level. Then go to the other side. All right, it's installed. Now we can move on to the wiring. The connector coming off our harness does plug into the taillight harness connector on the bumper, but for a cleaner install, we're going to cut it off and splice it into the wiring on the back so we don't have this wire hanging in front of the bumper the entire time. So take off the 7-pin connector on the back, and all we're going to be doing is splicing into all these wires with the provided Scotch taps. To give us a little bit more room to work with, we're going to cut back this coating. This is going to be pretty easy. All we're going to do is connect the green wire to the green wire, yellow to yellow, brown to brown, and this black wire actually goes to the white, and then the white wire coming off the bar goes to the gray wire. We actually won't be needing this additional harness. All we're going to do is cut off the connector to this one. We're going to run the wires in the bumper here just to make it look a little cleaner. There's a lot of extra wire that we won't need, so we're just going to trim it. First wire up is the yellow one. Once all the wires are in, grab yourself a set of pliers and pinch it. Now onto the brown. Green wire. Now for the white wire. And now the gray wire, which is the center pin connection. Now we can test and see if it works. All right, now we're going to test to make sure everything works. Turn on the headlights. Test the brakes. And we'll give the hazards a shot. And the left turn signal. Right turn signal. And we'll try reverse too. Everything seems to be working, so now we can clean up the wiring and your installation's finished. Now you can electrical tape this up and then zip tie up all your wiring and clean it up nicely. And reinstall the tailgate. And your installation's finished. It's been a couple months since we installed the Switchblade LED bar, and we've been getting some customer feedback that they've been having issues with the trailer harness. Now when they wire it into the trailer harness, they get trailer warnings on the dash, and we're going to show you how we fix that. Now what we did, we actually wired the Switchblade LED into the taillight wiring harness, so I'm going to show you exactly what we did. we moved the wiring from the trailer harness to the taillight harness. You just use the same wires. Taillight wire goes to the taillight wire, brake light wire goes to the brake light wire, so on and so forth. We used every wire on the driver's side except for the passenger side turn signal, which we ran the wire over to the passenger side. So if you're having trouble with the trailer harness, all you have to do is move the wiring from the trailer harness to the taillight harness and it'll work just fine. Our PUTCO Switchblade LED bar is installed. It looks great. It's going to make this truck a lot safer. Hopefully people can finally see this truck now when it's in reverse. Installation should take you about an hour, and before you know it, you'll be heading down the road.